Hey guys, Jero here. I'm going to show you all of the cool new smokes and flashes and mollies that I found so far on the new cache. It's not available yet in the active duty pool, but it is in the workshop. Link to that in the description below. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is a cool wall of smokes. This is going to block off truck and box wall. So we'll go right into that. So the first thing you're going to want to do for the first one is come outside squeaky. You're going to jump up on these little E-boxes right here and aim your crosshair right along this line where it meets the other line, and you throw. So this one is going to smoke off the left side. I think this is going to be a great smoke when paired with the other one. And then the only way anyone can see you on truck is to jump spot. So I think that's a great one. The next one is going to land right here, and it's from roughly the same spot. You come to outside squeaky. Put yourself in the wall where this pallet is. You're going to want to aim right next to this line right here and up to the height of the top of the transformer. And then you just do a normal throw. And then this one is going to land right next to this box. It is not going to turn this into a one-way smoke. So what is going to happen is anybody who gets up on this box is going to peek you, unless they're like really stupid or really smart or whatever, and they hide like right on the edge of the smoke. You'll still see them, and they will have a hard time seeing you, but they can hang up here anyway. I think this is going to be a spot that people are just going to play. I like the angle. I think it's a great angle. It's just perfect headshot, and you just go poof, 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 done. So I'm going to show you what the wall of smokes looks like together. Thanks to the new valve command that's basically throw last grenade, I can throw them both together, and it's going to look good. So first we're going to throw the other one, and then this one. So this is what it'll look like together. And they pop roughly the same time. And there you go. So that is a truck wall. Alright, so this one is a smoke from Sunroom. This is a pretty interesting one. It's from the same spot as where you would traditionally smoke tree. This one would be really cool is if you have like a team who can like, all right, well, one guy's just going to smoke out tree just normally. That one hasn't changed. And then it would be a really cool way to kind of like get up onto site or get out onto site. So you come up to here just as, like I said, where you would smoke tree. And then you just break out the 4 windows. It's no longer a one-shot window break. It's back to being 4 like it was in the good old days. And then you take your crosshair. You aim just at the top, just above the top of this line right here. So about there, and then you just go ahead and throw. So this one is going to block the front of sight, and it's a really cool smoke. I don't know if this one was doable in the last map, in the last version of this, but I never threw it, and I never saw it thrown. So that's pretty cool. So you would be open to anybody jumping up on here, or anybody watching over the corner. I'm stuck in my own smoke. There we go. So you would be visible to anybody up on the box. Obviously, you're going to be visible to anyone up on the box anyway, but it does give you a couple less angles to check, so you're not going to have to watch here. You're not going to have to watch here unless they like push you through the smoke. I think that's a really cool one. So combine this one with just a normal tree smoke, and you're basically good to go. And this is what it should look like. I don't know why my last throw button didn't work, but that's fine. And that's what it would be like. So you could just easily funnel right up onto here and take the fights here from headshot, which I think is a much better fight to take, in my opinion. So on to the next one. So this next smoke, this is a highway smoke taking place from useless. This is just going to cover this spot right here. It's super easy and it is very reliable. Come to the A sign within useless, nudge yourself right into the corner. Then you're going to want to aim at this little rivet right here between this splotch and this splotch. See how you got all the rivets going right across? So you're going to aim at this rivet right here, pull out your smoke, and do a simple jump throw. So then this is going to land perfectly right on top of highway. It's super reliable, works every time, and yeah, so pretty cool. There's no gap, and there's good cover. All right, so this one here is basically just a flash. It's really simple, and it's a great way for you to support your team in mid. If anyone wants to peek from white box or mid or even vent, if you have somebody boosted up, what might be a really cool idea for this one is to boost somebody up in vent, have them wait a second while you reposition. You just come right to the back of this here and you just throw a flash, simple, right over the wall. It's really cool if you know that they're about to push mid or if they're in mid. It will basically blind anybody who's outside who might not be watching. And then you can peek from vent, you can peek from mid, you can peek from white box, and they'll be blind as a bat. It's really simple, but the fact that they opened up the stealing inside checkers is really cool. So that allows for a bunch of cool stuff. And that flash, I think, will be very useful for anyone playing checkers who wants to support mid. So on to the next one. So I could have shown you this one with the flash, but I've discovered this after the flash. I think is a really cool supportive smoke from checkers as well. So what this one is going to do is this is going to smoke mid garage. So you come back into checkers, just into the same spot where you threw the flash. You aim at this leaf right here and go up until it's the same height as that, the corner of this brick, and you just do a simple throw. This one is going to be awesome. It's going to throw a really nice garage smoke, and wham! This smoke was not previously possible until they obviously opened up the ceiling, but I think that's a really good way to re-smoke it or smoke it at the beginning of a round without having to expose yourself too heavily. So you could do this one, which is what I always used to throw, and probably what I will still throw, but the one from checkers I think is going to be extremely useful as well. So again, aim at the leaf, same height as this. You can probably go over just a little bit to like the end of the leaf to make it a little bit better, and wham, right in the middle of the garage. I think that's great. I love that smoke a lot, and I can see myself using that one quite regularly. On to the next one. This is a molly for checkers. This one is going to land here and spread down all the way out. It's going to be a very tough one to pull off, not because of the lineup or anything, but because of where it is. So I would make sure that this is something that you kind of have in your back pocket if you have a bit of coordination with your team, because you're going to be exposed from a lot of angles. You're going to be exposed from highway, you're going to be exposed from mid window, and you're going to be exposed from connector. So I would make sure that you have a friend with you. Maybe you have a smoke just top highway so that nobody can see you from here, and make sure that your friend has maybe this mollied off, where you can be confident that connector is going to be clear. This is really good for a B split, so make sure that once you're set up, you and your friend and your teammate boot it through vent to B or through mid to B. So make sure that you're coordinated for this. Otherwise, probably won't work and you'll probably die and look like an idiot. But under the right circumstances, this will look absolutely fantastic and it'll work really well. So what you're going to do is you're going to place yourself on top of hut. Make sure that you go right between the second pillar, so right in the middle of the second pillar here. There's a little black splotch right here. You're going to aim at the end of it, and then you're going to press forward and your jump throw bind at the exact same time, and it lands right here. And it's really good if nobody has a smoke in the back. This is most certainly going to kill you or kill anybody there, and flush them out so that you or your friend can just like burst through B, kill him there, or you can have a guy come through B main anywhere here, and as he flees, you'll be able to nab him if he does escape. Yeah, so that's checkers molly. I think that's a great molly. Again, something to have in your back pocket, and if it works, then fantastic, you look like a genius. So the next one I'm going to show you guys is a molly for this window right here. I already did a video on just this Molotov. So this one, if you've already seen it, you're not going to be surprised by. There are a couple others so far that I've seen that I think are pretty cool. I'm going to show you the one that I like, the one that I found and I think is probably the best, and definitely the most consistent. So it's going to land up here on the scaffolding and bleed down around. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come all the way over to this truck, wedge yourself in here. This will need a jump bind. I'm not going to do any kind of like tutorial on how to do those. There's dozens of those, so just if you don't know how, just look those up and you'll be good to go. Aim your crosshair at this edge of the tarp for boost where it meets the wall, and then you're going to want to run forward until the pole on the right just about leaves your field of view, and jump throw just like this. That's gonna land perfectly, and do that. So that's gonna cover all of boost. It's gonna cover anyone who's trying to do a boost over, and anyone who's on top of the scaffolding. I think this is a very important Molotov to learn, so that CTs can't just, oh look, there's somebody, dick. Oh look, there's somebody, dick, and just like dick on people, right? This here too is, I don't know if this is intentional or if this is gonna change. This is wall bangable, as far as I know. So the best thing to do with that is to make sure that you don't stand here. All right, on to the next one. So this one is a pop flash for mid. I don't see it, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be a decent flash. It's really, really, really simple. For the window here, you just come up, crouch into this position here. You aim anywhere along this line and it should be fine. I like kind of like here in the middle. You just right click throw, it bounces off the thing and rests on the ledge and blinds anybody who's out there. I have a hard time seeing this one from the window. This is what it looks like from here, and you don't really see it, honestly, especially if you're not looking for it, right? So you're looking at white box and you're there and all of a sudden you're blind. Without the nade trajectory, I think it'll look a lot better. I'll wait for that to go, and then it should look like kind of nothing. So it's very small. You don't really see it unless you're looking at it, and wham, it blinds you. So that's a decent pop flash, I think, for a mid player. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. Like or dislike the video, depending on if you liked or disliked the video. I'm also live on Twitch every Monday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday at 8 p.m. Link to that and to my Twitter is below, and I'll hope to see you guys next time. Bye! It's just, I need to get my birth certificate before I can actually change my name, which is really shitty.
Pretty hard when you weren't born.
Yeah, I know, right?
Test tube baby.
I was a test tube baby. I don't even have a birthday. I have a tube day. Happy Tube Day!
So
Am I going to games tomorrow? Yep.
cake for your tube day?